Good morning, and welcome to Vic and Vern Sports Chat. I'm Vic, and welcome to the Daily Sports Update Show on this beautiful Thursday morning. Yeah, look, hey, it's going to be a great day. Six Nations starting today with a cracker. France against Ireland, Olympics. The eve before the Olympics starts. So I'm all, the next, 3 weeks, I'm going to be, 2 or 3 weeks, I think the Winter Olympics is. I'm going to be in my element, as they would say. T20 World Cup starting on the weekend. The Super Bowl on the weekend. Man United's going to be thrashing Spurs on the weekend. Jeez, my sports weekend is beautiful. Or as Eddie Murphy said in Coming to America, what's that? Is that velvet? That's beautiful, man. That is beautiful. But hey, let's have a look what's happening on this Thursday, the 5th of February. We've got some football. Obviously, we've got the US sports out. The EuroLeague was a game last night. Big games coming up tonight. Then we've got to talk about the cricket, the darts. Around the world, that could be anything from Olympic aerial skiing to, I don't know, Karam in India somewhere. I don't know. We'll see. There you guys go. But let's have a dive straight into it, and let's get stuff rolling, baby. Let's get stuff rolling. The most important thing to roll first is we're on 135,313. So keep on liking, subscribing, and hitting the notification button. Why the hell is that small? That should be that small. That should be like mucho grande, big, man. There you go. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. Doesn't that look a lot better? And then, of course, there's the email at the bottom. If you want to get hold of us, please do send us an email. Always appreciated to hook up with you guys. There you go. And, of course, cannot forget the countdown, baby. 3 days, 17 hours, and 27 minutes till the Super Bowl kicks off. Come on, my Patriots. Come on, baby. We can do it this year. There you go. So let's start with some football from last night. Yep, it was the second Carabao Cup semi-final between Manchester City and Newcastle. It wasn't a competition. Manchester City were up early 3-0. They won the two-legged competition 5-1 on aggregate. Omar Mamouche with 2 goals there. Mamouche, okay. And Reinders with a goal there. And Elanga pulled one back for Newcastle. So the final is going to be Manchester City against Arsenal. Don't ask me who I want to win. Can we somehow make sure that both of them don't win in the final? I just want to vomit when I think about it. There you go. Then look, in the Spanish Copa del Rey, Real Sociedad Sebastián beat Alaves 3-2, and Athletic Club Bilbao beat Valencia 2-1. Not looking good for Valencia these days. They're getting some bad results out there. Then there was games in the German DFB Pokal. Stuttgart thrashed Holstein Kiel 3-0. And in the Italian Coppa Italia Internazionale, Milano beat Torino 2-1. Lots more results coming in, don't worry. Then there was the Coupe de France. In France, the Cup. Lorient beat Paris FC 2-0. Lyon beat Stade Laval 2-0. Nice beat Montpellier 3-2. Toulouse beat Amiens 1-0. And Lens beat Troyes 4-2. So they all progress in the cup. Then the Scottish Premier League. That is really hotting up. Hibs beat Dundee United 3-2. Falkirk beat Livingston 2-1. Rangers thrashed Kilmarnock 5-1. Dundee, Motherwell, and Aberdeen Celtic were all postponed. I guess it's too bad weather up there in Scotland. But let's have a look at that Scottish table quickly, because that is heating up. You still got Hearts out in front, 3 points ahead of Rangers and 6 points ahead of Celtic. But Celtic do have a game in hand, obviously, because they didn't play yesterday. So, it looks like a 3-horse race. What did you say last time in Scotland? It was a 3-horse race. In Scotland, they normally only have 2 horses. That is Rangers and Celtic. But I think everybody in the world is hoping for Hearts to win it. If I got to choose, between Celtic and Rangers, I like Martin O'Neill, the coach of Celtic. I like him. I think he's a great coach. I'm going to go for Celtic this year. Rangers fans, don't take it too personally. Then there was EuroLeague last night, the 26th round. The only game last night was Bologna against Villeurbanne. Vern did that one. I don't think it was the most exciting game, Vern, was it? But Bologna lost 70-80. So yeah, bad news for Bologna in their quest to get into the playoffs, because this is at the moment the playoff picture. The first 6 are guaranteed a playoff spot. 7 to 10 do the play-ins. At the moment, Monaco is on that 10th spot with 15 wins, same as Zalgiris. Zalgiris has dropped of late. Let's have a look at the bottom of the table. Is there anybody that can challenge them? That's the question. Milano, I think it's Milano. I mean, Bologna already, they're 3 games off with 12 to go. It's going to be really tough. Can't see Maccabi, Bayern, Baskonia. I think that's all done. Paris parties on that's all done a long time ago. Was okay. All right. Okay. And now, don't forget, tonight it is the 27th round coming up. Vern will be doing live Dubai against Real Madrid. But there's some big games there. Hapoel, Valencia, both in the playoffs at the moment. I don't think Partizan have a hope against Panathinaikos tonight, because Bayern, Monaco. Paris, Fenerbahce, easy win for Fenerbahce, I believe. Anadolu, Zalgiris, Red Star, Maccabi, Milana, that's a big game for Milana. They need to win that one. Olympiacos, Bologna, Baskonia against Barcelona. So that's all coming up on Thursday and Friday, tonight and tomorrow. I think we're doing some games tomorrow. I'm not sure which ones, but we'll let you know. Don't worry, we'll let you know, because you guys have all hit that notification button, so you know everything ahead of time. Then don't forget this evening, my friends, live Six Nations. We're starting off with that France against Ireland game. What a cracker. But first week of the Six Nations is starting this weekend. So there you go, France against Ireland. Join us for that. We'll be live at around about 9:15. The game starts at 9:10, so check that out there. It should be a good one. Then we move into the North American sports, US sports, whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to go into too much depth because, of course, Across the Pond's coming out today, where we're going to go into all the depth. Let me just plug it right from the beginning. Where the hell is Across the Pond? There you go. Join me for that at 5 o'clock. I'll be recording that this morning, and then you guys can watch that at 5 o'clock. But let's get into it. There were some trades yesterday. Anthony Davis has left the building. Yeah, he is no more Dallas Maverick. He is now a Washington Wizard. Wizard have made some trades there. Huh? They got Trae Young. Now they've got Anthony Davis. So they are moving in a direction where they obviously want to win something. Kristaps Porzingis is now a Warriors. He got traded last night from the Atlanta Hawks. He went to the Warriors. Kuminga and Buddy Hield, they went to the Hawks. So yeah, they are out of there as well. So still rumored that the Warriors are still trying to make a trade for Giannis. The Heat are in that as well. The Heat have put a nice package together. I would be super excited if a Miami Heat could get Giannis Antetokounmpo. So this man, it's all about the last few hours of the transfer market is all going to be about this man. Or is there some spanner in the wheel where the Lakers decide to send LeBron to the Bucks or something like that, you know? You never know. It's still a few hours to go there in the US until we get that trade down. So tomorrow morning will be interesting. Maybe I'll give you some big updates during Across the Pond later this afternoon. But let's get into those NBA results. And a few games there last night in the NBA. The Nuggets lost in double overtime to the Knicks, 127-134. Jalen Brunson there with 42 points, 8 rebounds and 9 assists for a winning Knicks team. And for a losing Nuggets team, the Joker did have his obligate triple-double, 30 points, 14 rebounds and 10 assists. Timberwolves beating the Raptors, 128-126. Anthony Edwards there with 30 points, 8 rebounds and 3 steals. The Celtics beat the Rockets. That's a good result. 114-93. Yeah, there's a lot of trade rumors around the Rockets. Are they going to try to get rid of Alperen Sengun to the Bucks and try to do a trade also for Giannis? Everybody wants Giannis. There you go. The Pelicans losing to the Bucks, 141-137. Bucks have won 2 in a row now, so yeah, interesting. The Thunder losing once again to the Spurs. I think they've played each other 4 times this season, if I got that right. Yeah. And the Spurs have won 3 of them. So Spurs seem to like playing against the Thunder. That should be a bad omen if you're the Thunder come playoff time. The Grizzlies beat the Kings 129 to 125, and the Cavaliers thrashed the Clippers 124-91. Obviously, the Cavaliers, the Clippers, their new boys did not play. Harden didn't play for the Cavs. Garland didn't play for the Clippers. I think they'll all start playing next week again or on the weekend. You know, it takes a few days to get everything finalized. So that is the NBA results for today. I'm not going to get into the tables. Tables, watch across the pond if you want all the tables, all the stats. I'm doing all the stats today as well. We'll have a little bit of previews on the All-Star game, who I think is going to be MVP. Check it out. Let's have a look at the North American Hockey League. There you go. The Panthers, they won it. That's a big win for the Panthers against the Bruins. They won 5-4. The Blackhawks got stomped by the Blue Jackets 4-0. The Canadiens beat the Jets. No, it's the Jets. There's an A too many in that one. Beat the Jets 5-1 in the Battle of Canada. The Wild beating the Predators 6-5. The Sharks losing to the Avalanche 2-4. The Red Wings, they got mammoth by the Mammoth 4-1. The St. Louis Blues losing to the Dallas Stars 5-4. The Edmonton Oilers losing to the Calgary Flames 3-4. Another battle there of the Canadian teams. The Canucks losing to the Golden Knights. Yes, baby, that's good to hear. The Golden Knights from Vegas winning 5-2. And Verns Kraken beat the LA Kings 4-2. So, stuff is going on, man. Stuff is going on. Look, we'll get into depth into North America and across the pond, don't you worry. Then there were some NCAA results. So we'll start off with the ladies. Maryland beat Michigan State Spartans 86-70. Baylor beat Cincinnati 76-70. And Nebraska lost to the Michigan, that's the Wolverines. There you go. Michigan Wolverines 88-76. A little bit more there. Houston lost to TCU 90-45. UConn, baby, number one. UConn still unbeaten 24-0. They beat DePaul 86-40. West Virginia beat Colorado. That's the Buffaloes, if I'm correct, 61-55. Rutgers lost to the UCLA Bruins 86-46. Big results there. On the men's side, Gonzaga lost to Portland 87-80. Bulldogs, surprise that they lost that one. Number 6 seeded Gonzaga. That's a big win for Portland. BYU lost to Oklahoma State 99-92. Clemson beat Stanford 66-64. Second round of the results. Northwestern lost to Illinois 84-44. Damn it, that's a big win. Houston beat UCF 79-55. The Michigan State Spartans lost to Minnesota 76-73. And Notre Dame got knocked off. The Fighting Irish could not beat the Louisville Cardinals. They lost 65-76. That is your NCAA. We'll get into the standings and the rankings across the pond. How many times am I plugging across the pond today? Huh? There you go. Let's plug it one more time. There you go. Join me for that video at 5 o'clock tonight. Don't forget, big Super Bowl preview in that one as well. Huh? Good morning, Paul. How are you doing, man? How are you doing? So you're facing City in the final. Then we move to the T20 ICC Men's World Cup there in India and in Sri Lanka. That all starts on Saturday. It'll all start off with Pakistan taking on the Netherlands in Colombo, Sri Lanka. West Indies will take on Scotland in Kolkata. Eden Gardens, I've been there. That's a big stadium there. And then, of course, in Mumbai, India will face the United States in Wankhede Stadium. So check that out. Let's quickly just tell you how the tables are and stuff like that in the ICC, just that you know who's taking part. In Pool A or in table, it is India, Namibia, Netherlands, Pakistan, and the USA. You would expect India and Pakistan to get through, even though Pakistan has already lost the first game because they're refusing to play against India. So they've lost one already. I could have actually put that in the table there. That game, they're forfeiting that game. Be careful the Netherlands. They did surprise last time, remember? Then in Pool B, it's Australia, Ireland, Oman, Sri Lanka, and Zimbabwe. Australia, I think, go through as the number 1 team. And then it's I would put Sri Lanka as 2 and Zimbabwe as 3. In Group C, baby, England, Italy, Nepal, Scotland, and the West Indies. I mean, look, England should romp this group easily. And then I think it's a toss-up between Scotland and the West Indies. And in Group D, I think, which is the strongest group, you got Afghanistan, New Zealand, Canada, South Africa, and the United Arab Emirates. I got New Zealand as the favourite in this group ahead of South Africa, with Afghanistan looking to upset the two big boys. That's what I'm going for at the moment. Then later tonight, it is a darts night tonight. It is the BetMGM Premier League, the first night there in Newcastle. The quarterfinals is going to be Josh Rock against Johnny Clayton, Luke Little against Jan van Veen. So we have a redo of the World Finals. Luke Humphries against Gervin Price. That should be a cracker. And Stephen Bunting against Michael van Gerwen. And then afterwards it will be the semi-finals and the finals. But we'll update you during the rugby. We'll keep you up to date. Otherwise, we will be doing all the Premier League darts games. But this evening, because of the Six Nations, we're not going to be doing that one tonight. There you go. Kind of, that is the morning show for today. Yeah, quick, short, good looking. Oh, no, I'm not talking about myself there. There you go. No, that's the morning show for today. Look, lots of programs coming up today. We've got the across the pond today. We've got Dubai against Real Madrid in the basketball. We've got France against Ireland in the rugby tomorrow, 7 o'clock, same time, the morning show. And of course, our members only video coming out as well tomorrow at lunchtime with a nice big competition for all the members there. So if you're not a member, why not? And you still have a chance to make your membership, and then you can have a chance to win some stuff there. It's going to be an interesting video where Vern and I will just introduce ourselves a little bit more. We'll have a little bit of banter as usual, and then we'll have our competition. So join us for that. Guys, have a wonderful morning. Be safe, and see you guys later. Ciao, ciao.